Okay, thank you for awesome that so many people are here. We will do today a little bit different. We will first start with the host presentation because we have so many people that we get the security information. So I will go directly to our number 46, is this, when I'm not mistaken. And our host today is Net Insight, where we very often hear.
Super.
And so I switch now directly to your screen and pass on. And I say thanks for hosting us, and I'm looking forward to the host presentation. Yeah.
Thank you. So welcome to Net Insight, and I'm very happy. I recognize a lot of faces here, both because you have been here before, and a lot of people that are working for Net Insight are here today, and a lot of people that have been working for Net Insight are also here today. So it feels like I know you already. We are very proud sponsors of Sweden C++. I don't know if we were the first sponsors, but when Harald asked us, we were extremely happy to be part of this. C++ is the programming language that we use the most, I would say. Most of the code that we write is written in C++, and also many of the developers that are working for Net Insight are involved also in the C++ community. Not at least Björn. I don't know where Björn is, but there he is. Yeah, exactly. He's definitely involved. So, yeah. Now a few words about what we're doing. So we are transporting things. Now, when you watch TV in general, and when you watch sports, live sports in particular, I would say it's almost 100% guaranteed that somewhere from the camera to your eye, it has been propagating through our equipment. And I would say that goes for anywhere in the world. And in particular, if you're watching things like the Olympics or Premier League or any of the really tier 1 events, then it's very, very likely that that signal has been going through our equipment. And that is what we work with. So depending on where you are in the production chain, this is like a general picture of how a live sports event is produced. It's going from the stadium to from the far left to your eye on the far right there. And early in the production chain, the bandwidths are very, very high. And you're also you want to protect the signal. If you have paid a lot of money to buy the rights for the Olympics or for the Premier League or something like that, you're willing to pay a lot of money to protect that signal. And we like that because we provide the equipment that protects that signal. And an uncompressed Ultra HD signal, a 4K signal, is also very, very high bandwidth. It's approximately 12 gigabit per second. And in the early phases, you can normally transport that. It can be uncompressed or it can be very lightly compressed. So it takes a lot of bandwidth to transport these signals. So in the early phases, we have built our own hardware-based product with our own mechanics. We build our own PCBs. The data plane is very much in FPGAs. And the control plane is written in C++ and it's software. So that's the kind of product that we use in the early phases. In the later stages, when you distribute the signal to the end consumer, then you have compressed the signal much, much more. And then there are other solutions that we have a cloud product that you can distribute a signal to very, very many users. And we have a COTS-based product, which is basically a PC with a software that we have developed on it. So we have a number of different products to sort of cater to this market, to make sure that these high-value signals gets all the way from the camera and all the way to our eye. The second area that we are also involved in is we like to transport things. So we transport video, but we also transport time. And that is actually something that came out of the transport of video. So one of the attributes was that we were able to sort of transport very precise timing information between the different nodes. And that is quite applicable in the new 5G networks, and now we're talking about very precise timing. We're talking about sub-microsecond timing, so it has to be very, very exact. And what we have is a solution that you can use to transport very, very exact timing over general IP networks. And that is very, very relevant for the new 5G networks. So these are the two sort of product areas that we work within. And what I would like to say, I mean, we are always looking for people that are good at helping us produce these products. So if you think that these things sound interesting, please talk to someone that perhaps carries the Net Insight badge, or that has a Birkenstock perhaps on their feet, or someone that just looks like they're working here. And we will be happy to tell you more. We're looking for people both within our sync area, people that like control, for instance. That's one of the key areas for that area. But anything, if you like what we're doing, talk to us. Super. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No.
Yes, thanks, Mats. And I will add the infrastructure topics, emergency exit one here, another one, you see the arrow there, the green arrow. And if you follow this and go to the right, you will also find the bathrooms. And we will have, later than the break, the first half, I bring some. Who is here the first time, actually? Do I need to explain how this runs here? Who is here the first time at one of? Oh, wow, cool. Welcome. So, yeah, we have usually the intro, and I tell a little bit what are news in the C++ world. Then we have one presentation, then we make the mingle part, and then we have a second presentation. And it's awesome that so many new people are here. So C++ news, what do we have new in the C++ world? We have in the post-Tokyo time. So if you search what I gave you here, the search phrase, you will find trip reports from people that have been there. Basically, all the info will be there, so I don't feel I need to repeat anything from this. What in Sweden, what you don't find is what we do in Sweden in the local mirror for the ISO standard. We have still our monthly meetings, which is for the SIS, the obligatorisk, the requirements that we fulfill. And then we have the paper club that we do also on a monthly basis. But actually both meetings end up mostly like paper clubs, kind of, where we talk about things that happens. So the top topics we have at the moment in C++ is pattern matching, reflections, and contracts. You have for sure heard about this. So pattern matching, we had a paper club yesterday, and this paper looks very good. I said yesterday when stood expected changes how I write interface, pattern matching will change how I write the implementation. And the paper looks very promising that it will go through. We have the reflection paper as a big topic, where I hope Objective-C will save us for getting the caret operator, which lifts something in the metaspace. It looks funny, but the syntax is not readable for me, and it's not good to search about it. And then we talked 2 paper clubs about contracts, and this seems to be a tricky paper still. Very many different opinions. I have, of course, also one. We should probably simplify it. But the least common denominator to satisfy all the people is the usual problem in C++, right? We need the least common denominator to satisfy the whole world, and that's very tricky. And then I always want to talk about the operator dot, but no one talks about the operator dot with me, which makes me very sad. But maybe our next paper club will be about it, because I have a collection of papers, and we have a member in Sweden who is also writing on this topic, or an alternative, we will see. But let me give you some history context, why actually I care. So if I had just implemented my favorite simple operator dot around 1990, yes, I had one, see the references in the operator dot papers, we'd have been happy for decades, and about 15 years ago, we have started to work on more advanced features as C++ evolved. Instead, we repeatedly tried to respond to people's demands for slightly different operator dot designs, and each time failed to reach consensus. So we got nothing. That's what Björn Stronstrup says to operator dot. And it's really a metaphor for everything that is problematic in the standardization process. But at least I understand a little bit now better why, but I will not give up the hope that we will one day get it. If not, I use reflection to manipulate the ASD and write totally unreadable code. So, but I will have the same functionality. Okay, something more funny, SwedenCpp on the internet. We have the homepage, SwedenCpp. It writes the content itself. If you're looking for the latest C++ blog entries, videos from YouTube, or which meetups are around the world, you can find it on this page. We have the YouTube channel where we upload the videos we do at these events. Mastodon done by Björn. X done by me, so low traffic, I'm always a little bit after. Oh, I need to post something there. And our Slack channel where we discussed Sweden, Gothenburg, and so on. If you don't know, we have also a group in Gothenburg. We have people from Gothenburg here today. Well, yeah, awesome, thanks for the visit. And the SwedenCpp, for those who hear the first time, SwedenCpp is the meta group, or how shall I call it, the Meta Pro group, like they call it. And then we have StockholmCpp for the user group in Stockholm, and Gothenburg CPP for the people in Gothenburg. And together we have over 2,000 members already, so that's quite substantial. And it's awesome, yeah. So the planning for Stockholm, this is what happens next. It's the 13th June, this is already confirmed. Will be the summer party, birthday events, additional birthday events. There will be a lot of surprises, so block this in your calendar. And then we will start after summer, of course, end of August. I'm working on the details. So, and since I'm already planning for the second half of the year, the usual reminder, the call for paper. If you want to see something, please, we need speakers, and it's awesome to stand here and give a presentation. And you want to experience this. Because you know how it works, right? If you want to have meetings, somebody needs to do something. But actually, we are very gifted here in Stockholm. The situation is good, but it could be better, of course, right? We would have more meetups if we would have more speakers. I have much more hosting requests than I can find speaker. So this is the situation. Yeah, and then there are several other things where you can become active if you want. Just let me know. And quiz time. So JetBrains still gives us C-Lion licenses. They have now AI integrated, which is interesting. If you like JetBrains products, then you will feel this is nice. And we have a discount code for licenses. And usually I make a quiz, and I had also on-demand questions, and this didn't work so good the last time. So today I'm super prepared. I have a coding quiz for you. Okay? Okay, so what's going on here? We have a thing, and this cannot be constructed sometimes and fails, okay? We have something that has this modernish, but not totally new, inline starting thing that use a immediately invoked lambda expression to instantiate this thing. And this something can also throw sometimes, okay? And then we have code, and we catch everything. This is the greatest scope we can create. And we create this something, and then, of course, we also make bugs. This also throws, okay? So, and here I have my last will. When something happens, we want to make a log entry, at least something, okay? So what is this code going to write out on the terminal? Okay, I hear what. Let's make hand. Who said sing? Who said something? Who said anything? Nobody. You say anything? This doesn't add up. What is with the rest? Okay. We still have no winner. There is one more option, okay? Let me help you a little bit.
Yeah, what he said.
I didn't hear what you said.
Nothing is printed.
Exactly. You come to me for a JetBrains license. So nothing is printed. You don't get a last will. If you initialize a static variable with something that gets throw. Welcome to stat expected. Yeah, so we have the JetBrains license. That's awesome, and that was it already from my side. So the program now is Johan, who is wrapping C callbacks into something useful in C++. And then we make the mingle part where we will have something to eat and to drink, and then we have dinner. I'm so happy you're here, visitor from Germany. Thank you. And yeah, that's basically it. So well met, and we will just do something with the microphone, and then I pass on to Johan. Thanks.